So I really want you to think about form today. We've got a couple of new people, so I'm going to talk about our breathing. So I want you to think about, on the inhale, zipping up through the pelvic floor, as if you're stopping yourself going to the toilet. So it's a real squeeze up on the inhale. On the exhale, I want you to think about bringing your ribs and hips together. So you can put your fingers on top of your hips, your thumbs under your ribs. So on the exhale, I want you to bring those two together. So inhale, zip up through the pelvic floor. Exhale, ribs together, ribs and hips together. Inhale, exhale. In every exercise, we'll talk about posture. So I want you to think about shoulders down and back, nice and tall through the spine, as if someone's pulling you up from the top of your head, chin slightly tucked in. Abdominals always activated. Okay, we're just going to start in a sumo squat today. So we're going to bend our knees and make sure those knees and feet are tracking in line. So we're going to bring our feet out. So not our traditional squat, this is our sumo squat. We're just going to come down, lift our hands up. And this is a great one for squeezing your glutes without locking your knees. So you really feel squeezing those glutes as you come up. Working your quads as you come down. Squeezing your glutes as you come up. So inhale, zip up. Exhale, ribs to hips. Make your breath noisy so you can really remind yourself to use those abdominals. So once again, thinking form and technique. Long through the spine, so keep those shoulders down and back. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze your quads. Next time we come up, we're going to come up onto our toes. So coming up onto our toes. And then down. And then up, hands in a little prayer, and down. Shoulders down and back, thinking about your posture the whole time. Now we're going to stay down. We're going to lift one heel, then the other. One heel, then the other. You're squeezing those glutes and your quads. Keep breathing. Keep thinking about your posture. This time we're going to lift both heels and we're going to pulse. So you've got to keep that balance. So you've got to scoop that belly nice and tall and pulse. Squeeze those glutes, those quads for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to come up, we're going to pivot on the back foot into our lunge, coming down. Check your form, 90 degrees with both knees. Those knees tracking in line the middle of the toes. Coming back up. Then over to the other side. Coming back up. Over to the other side. Coming back up. And then over to the other side. Squeeze that glute. Working those lower legs, lifting up and down and down, lifting up and down, lifting up. This time as we go over to this side, we're going to then do a leg drive, hold it, pause, balance, back down into our lunge, over into our squat, over into our lunge, leg drive, hold, pause, balance, back down into our lunge, over into our squat, and then lunge, heel drive, balance, back down into our squat, I should say lunge, then squat, then lunge, heel drive, back into our lunge, squat, and lunge, squeeze those glutes, set yourself up, heel drive, pause, lunge, squat, lunge, heel drive, pause, balance, and down, squat. Let's do one more each side, lunge, heel drive, don't lock the standing knee, nice and tall through that spine, lunge, squat, last time to this side, lunge, heel drive, lunge, and squat. Now we're just going to come opposite toe with your opposite hand, and down. Scoop out that belly, protect that lower back, keep breathing. And we're twisting through that waist. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up still in our squat. Hands behind our head. We're going to bring our elbow to our knee. Two more. Now we're going to bring our elbow to our opposite knee, squeeze. Lift up. You're still in your squat. Lift up. Shoulders down and back. You're pushing through your heels so those glutes are on fire. 2 more. Lift back up. Okay, now we're going to do like a butterfly with your hands, and then you're going to come down. So bring those legs now, those feet facing forward, but make sure when you come down those knees are tracking in line with those legs. So we're going to butterfly the arms, coming down halfway into a half fold, push that bottom out, scoop that belly up against the spine. Coming back up, circle those arms, coming down halfway. Circle those arms up, down halfway, push that bottom out. Lifting up, nice big circles, halfway. Nice big circles, halfway. Nice big circles, halfway. As we come up, let's go the other way. And then come down halfway, push that bottom out. Back the other way. Coming down. Nice big circles, nice and controlled. Halfway. Halfway. And last one, push that bottom out, squeeze those glutes and lift up and down. Lift up and down. Up and down. Think about your posture, lifting up nice and tall, squeezing ribs to hips for 3, 2, 1. We're going to stay down, we're going to pulse. Let's pulse, pulse, pulse. Scoop out that belly, protect that lower spine. Pushing through your heels, squeezing those glutes, using those quads. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, shake those legs out. We should be nice and warm. Okay, we're going to go into our push-ups. So, they're chest push-ups today, so think about squeezing that chest. We're going to tone our upper arms. I want the hands in line with the chest, just outside of the chest. Arms in 45 degrees, not 90. Too much strain on these elbows. So those elbows 45 degrees in your push-ups. You can do your box push-up. So just everyone stay up while I just demonstrate. You can do your box push-up, but I really want you to think about pushing down, pushing away. You can go into your modified plank position. So onto your knees or onto your toes. We're going to start with a few roll downs. We're going to do 2 push-ups, roll back up, 4, 6, and 8. So really think about your technique and form. Do it nice, slow, and controlled. And think about the mind muscle. So we're squeezing our chest, our upper arms, our upper back. Scooping the belly out, protect that lower back. So let's think. Nice and tall through the spine, shoulders down and back. Inhale, zip up through this pelvic floor. Exhale, ribs to hips, chin to chest. Slide those hands down the body as we roll down. 1 vertebra at a time. And let's just hang here for a minute. Nod your head a few times, yes, and a few times no. Let's swish those hands around your legs. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, let's slowly roll back up. Push that belly button up against the spine, protect that lower back. Let's come up and let's roll these shoulders. 1, 2, and 3, then back again. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, zip up through this pelvic floor. Exhale, ribs to hips, chin to chest. Let's slowly roll back down. Let's walk out into our down dog and let's just pedal out these feet, stretching out those calves and Achilles. Mentally preparing yourself for all these push-ups. Okay, let's come down. Pick your position, whether you're on your knees, modified plank position, or on your toes. Set up your wrists just outside of your shoulders, hands in line with your chest. Scoop that belly out. Let's inhale down, exhale, push away. Really think about those muscles you're using. Push away. Coming back into down dog. Walk ourselves up. And let's roll back up. That was easy. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, ribs to hips, chin to chest. Let's roll back down for 4 push-ups. Walking our hands out. Set yourself up. Good technique and posture here. Shoulders down and back, lift up out of the shoulders. Inhale down, exhale, push away. Scoop that belly out. That's 3. And 4. Back into down dog. Lifting up. Sliding those hands up. Rolling back up. Roll those shoulders. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, ribs to hips, chin to chest. Roll back down for our 6 push-ups. Out we come. Set yourself up correctly. Lift. Nice straight back no matter what position you're in. Inhale down, exhale push away. Elbows 45 degrees. Think about squeezing that chest. Is that 6? Back we go. We have one more set of 8. Roll back up. Roll those shoulders. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, ribs to hips, chin to chest. Let's slowly roll back down. Whew. Out we go. Set yourself up correctly. And down we go. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Squeeze your chest for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Open those knees wide. Come back into your child's pose. Circle out those wrists one way. And then the other. I want you to stretch your right hand along the mat. The left hand, thread it underneath while you're in your child's pose here. Can you walk your right hand out a little bit further and pull back on your shoulder, leaving the left hand there. Pull back up against your shoulder. Still scooping out the belly. Coming back, now the left hand slides out, right hand underneath. Slide that hand out a little bit further and pull back, stretching out the back of your shoulders here with the right hand. Okay, we're going to come up into our plank. Whatever position you want, whether you want in the modified with your knees out or onto your toes, we're only going to be here for 20 seconds. Push that belly button up against the spine. I don't want anyone arching or rounding their back, straight back. Wrists underneath the shoulders, protect those shoulders, lifting up out of your shoulders. Have we started counting? Maybe. Push that belly button up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to come down for 5 counts, elbows close to the body in our tricep push down onto our bellies. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Okay, a bit of back extension work here. Really important that you think about that piece of ice underneath your belly button. So lift that belly away from the mat, protect that lower back the whole time. Arms overhead. We're going to lift up the upper body and the lower body. So inhale, zip up, exhale, lift up. Eye gaze down at the mat. We're going to bring our arms into a stop sign with our hands in line with our shoulders. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Then we're going to bring the hands and the elbows down to the mat. Lift up, squeeze between the shoulder blades. And down. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. And down. Squeeze. Try and get your thighs off the mat. So lift those legs up. Nice and straight legs, pointing through the toes, lifting your belly button away from the mat, eye gaze down at the mat so you've got a nice long neck for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down, just put your head to one side. Still, the belly is lifted up away from the mat. This time we're going to bring the legs into it. So you're going to lift those legs up and we're going to flex the feet and beat the heels together. So arms overhead, lifting up upper and lower body. Let's start beating those heels. So flex the feet, beating those heels together. We're going to bring our arms down to our stop sign. We're going to lower those arms, lift them up, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Squeeze those glutes. Try and lift those legs a little bit higher off the mat. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Lift the belly button up for 3, 2, hold it up. Bring those arms overhead. Bring them back down to stop sign. Overhead. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Squeeze those glutes for 4, 3, 2, and last one, lower back down, head to the other side. Still pushing that belly button up. Nice deep breath. Let's put our right foot into our right hand for our quad stretch. Put your knees together, not straighten those knees, scoot the belly away from the mat, and now push your thigh into the mat. Think about your posture on the mat, shoulders back and down. Left hand out to the side, perpendicular to the body. With your right hand, I want you to push your body up and stamp that right foot behind you, opening up your chest and your hips. Stretching out your shoulder. Coming back. Let's put the left foot into the left hand, knees together. Push that thigh into the mat. Scoop the belly away from the mat. Nice deep breaths. Right hand out to the side. With your left hand, push yourself up, over, stamp that left foot behind you. Coming back. Let's push ourselves up the same way that we went down. So keep those elbows close to the chest for the tricep, push up. Lift the belly button away from the mat and let's push up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold it here in our plank for 10 seconds, that's all. Let's push that belly button up, straight back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Let's come into a nice little cat and cow. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Scoop out that belly and let's tilt that pelvis and round out that spine, then bring the head down. Then tilt the pelvis, arch that spine, let's bring the head up. And let's reverse. And then back the other way. And then the other way. Last time. Okay, with your right leg, we're just going to go into little donkey kick. So flex that foot, scoop out that belly, shoulders and hips parallel to the mat. They don't move. We're just going to hinge from this hip joint and let's go up, squeeze that glute. lower back down. So that torso does not move. You just lift and lower and squeeze that glute. Lift up out of the shoulders. Think about your posture, shoulders down and back, eye gaze down at the mat. Keep breathing. So exhale as you lift up so you don't arch the back. So you're thinking ribs to hips on that exhale. For 4, 3, 2, we're going to hold it up here, we're going to pulse, pulse. Really squeeze that glute. That's so we can all wear those G-string bikinis that I've always wanted to wear. I know we've got a few young people there that they don't even think twice about it. I know that. Little confronting for us. Okay, we're going to open up this hip now. So we're going to do nice little circles with this knee. Opening up that hip. Scoop that belly out. Don't let that fall towards the mat. Let's go back the other way. Opening that hip, but keeping your hips and your shoulders perfectly parallel to the mat. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring our left hand down and fold it, the hand pointing towards the right hand. We're going to bring the right leg out, and we're just going to lift and lower that leg. We're not here for long. Push that belly button towards the spine. For 4, 3, 2, let's hold it up here and pulse. Pulse. Oh yeah. Scoop out that belly. For 4, 3, 2. Can we leave it here and do just a couple of little circles one way? Really feel that abdominal connection as you move that leg back the other way. 2 and 1. Bring that down. Let's bring this right leg up into our pigeon pose. If you can, it doesn't have to come all the way back. Just do what you can. But we're just stretching out our glutes here. So it means you're lifting up here. As long as you can feel that stretching out that glute. And for those more flexible, they can come down. Okay, let's go over to the other side. Set yourself up so your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to flex our foot up into our donkey kick. So here we go, up we go. Keep those hips perfectly still, those shoulders perfectly still, parallel to the mat. And squeeze that glute. Exhale as you lift up. So think ribs to hips on the exhale so you don't arch that back. Make that breath noisy to remind you to zip up and ribs to hips. For 4, 3, 2, keep it up here and let's pulse. Push that belly button in towards the spine. You can still feel your abs working here with that leg lift. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's do nice big circles with that knee. Try and keep that torso still. Nice big circles, opening up those hips. Let's go back the other way. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring our right hand down now with the palm facing the other hand. Bringing our leg out to the side. Try and keep those hips still as you lift and lower that leg. For 4, 3, 2, let's leave it up here in pulse, pulse. For 4, 3, 2, 1, a couple little circles one way when we are nearly there. Push that belly button in towards the spine, other way. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that left leg up now, up in front for our pigeon stretch. Pigeon pose. Nice deep breaths. And then roll onto your bottom. Sitting up, we're going to roll back down. So let's think nice and tall, posture here on the mat. Nice and tall through the spine, shoulders down and back. Inhale, zip up through this pelvic floor. Exhale, nice and slow. We're going to curve our spine, so a nice little C curve as we roll down. Use those abdominals to lower that body down. Hands overhead, and let's stretch, pointing through our toes and our fingers stretched to either side of the room. Okay, let's bring our knees up. We'll bend those knees about hip distance apart, feet fairly close to the bottom here. We're going to do a similar thing what we did with the push-up. So we're going to do two crunches and 2 bridges. 4, 6, 8, and 10. So think about your posture on the mat. The shoulders are down and back, chin is slightly tucked in. You're going to come up, when you come up, your eye gaze is towards your knees. Your arms are beside the body. Inhale, zip up, exhale, lift up, and crunch. Lower back down. Push through the heels now, tilt the pelvis, lift up into your bridge. Just slowly, one vertebra at a time, lifting up, pushing through your heels. So we're working the back of the legs now, our glutes and hemis. Try and relax these hip flexors. Then we're going to drop the bottom for 1, back up and squeeze, and 2, back up and squeeze, then let's lower back down. Straight back into it for 4 crunches. Inhale, zip up, exhale as you come up. 2, come up a little bit higher, 4, lower back down. Push through those heels, let's come up into our bridge. We're going to drop down for 4. So down we come. Squeeze back up, squeeze those glutes, push through those heels. Keep those hips perfectly still. Parallel to the ceiling. And fall back down. Let's go for 6 crunches. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, try and lift up. 6, 5. Push that belly button into the spine. 2 and 1. Lower back down. Push back up for our 6 bridges. Back up, pushing through the heels. Relax the front of the legs. Let's drop. Push up, squeeze the glutes. And squeeze. Make sure those hips are in line with your knees and your shoulders. So lift them nice and high. For 4, 5, and 6. Lower back down. 8 crunches. Lift that head up. Eye gaze towards the knees. 3. 4, push that belly button into the spine, ribs to hips. And 8, lower back down. Set yourself up, tilt that pelvis, roll up, lift up, make sure those hips are in line with your shoulders and your knees. Let's butt touch down and squeeze. Push through those heels, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is our last set. Inhale, zip up, exhale, coming up for 10, 9. Can you lift your head a little bit higher? Crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Push through those heels, tilt that pelvis, lift up. Nice and high, squeeze those glutes. Butt touch down. 1, 2, squeeze those glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring those knees into your chest. Open those knees nice and wide in nice big circles. And then the other way. And then let's just rock from side to side. Okay, we're going to bring our right ankle onto our left knee. Clasp those hands behind your head. You can put your thumbs down either side of your neck. Keep your elbows wide. As we twist, I want you to think about more the chest coming towards the opposite knee. Don't bring those elbows. Don't pull on your neck. Keep those elbows wide. Inhale, zip up. Exhale as we come up for 10. Twist. 8. Push that belly button into the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. This time we're going to put the right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring that left knee into tabletop. This time we're going to twist towards the other knee as the right leg goes down. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, lower that leg and twist towards that left knee. So you can come, put your head back down as you bring up that leg, or you can stay up. As you twist, come to the middle and twist. That's 3. We have 7 to go. Push that spine flat into the back, into the mat. Push your belly button into the spine. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold it up here. Now we're going to put our left hand towards that right foot. Twist. For 9, 8. Push that belly button down into the spine. I need a flat back so that spine supported. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your head down, knees one at a time onto the mat. Okay, this time we're going to go into our one-legged bridge. So the right foot back onto the left knee. Now, if you haven't done this for a while, one-legged glutes might be a little bit much. So you just stay down on your 2 and just coming up, you can do some butt touches, knees together, or toe raises. So we don't want anyone to overdo this. It's a pretty strong exercise of one-legged glute. So right ankle onto the left leg, hand beside the body. Let's peel up. So important to keep your hips still. When you do one-legged, people tend to let that hip drop. Keep those hips up, parallel. We're going to drop the hip for 10, 9, 8. Push through that heel. Feel all the back of the leg for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now point that right leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to bring it down just to knee height. Flex, bring it back up. Point, down. Flex, up. Keep those hips perfectly still. Don't let them drop when you bring that leg down. Push through the heel of that standing leg for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to pulse that leg up towards the ceiling for 10, 9, 8. Push through that heel, squeeze that glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up, leg bent down, slowly roll back down. We're nearly there, just the other side to go. Left leg onto the right knee. Hands behind the head. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, bring that right chest towards that left knee. Twist. Keep those arms wide. Lift. Push that belly button in towards the spine. Exhale as you come up. Inhale, down. Ribs to hips. Inhale, down. 5 to go. Make that breath noisy if that's what reminds you. Ribs to hips. And last one, lower back down. Pointing that left leg up towards the ceiling. Bring that right knee into tabletop. As that leg goes down, we're going to twist towards that right leg. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, lift and twist. Back up. You can leave your head up or you can bring it down when that leg rises. That's 3. Squeeze and twist. Exhale as you twist. Inhale. Exhale. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold that leg up with the right hand now towards that toe. Twist up and twist. Push that belly button into the spine imprinted into the mat. 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tabletop, head down, knees down. Let's put that left ankle back onto the right knee, up into our bridge. Put that heel a bit closer to the bottom. Push through that heel as you lift up, hands beside the body, lift up. Make sure those hips are parallel, nice and high, in line with your knee and your shoulders. Butt touch down for 1. Squeeze back up. Push through that heel so you're working all the back, that posterior chain all the way up the back of the body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up there. Point that left leg up towards the ceiling. Bring it down to knee height. Flex, back up and down. Keep those hips perfectly still. Parallel to the ceiling. That's 5. Push through that standing heel. 5 to go. 3, 2, and 1. Up towards the ceiling. Let's pulse it. Point through your toe. Pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee. Lower back down. Whew. Okay. Bring those knees into the chest. Open those knees nice and wide and push those knees towards the mat. Still your abdominals are activated. Still you're thinking about your posture on the mat. Think about your postures throughout the day. Then lengthen those legs and push those legs down towards the mat. Abdominals still activated. Bend your knees, grab your toes, push your knees towards the mat, push your elbows up against the knees, and let's rock from side to side. Now, little happy baby. Feet down. Let's put our right ankle onto our left knee. Let's pull that in towards us. for another little glute stretch. Nice deep breaths into these stretches, thinking posture. Let's circle these ankles one way and then the other. Bring that foot down. Let's push the knee down so you've got crossed legs now, and let's bring that formation in to your body. You'll feel that in the lower part of the glute here. Foot down onto the mat, arms out to the side. Just let that formation just fall out to one side. Keep your shoulders on the mat. Really relax into that stretch. Let those knees fall towards the mat. Coming back up over to the other side. Keeping shoulders on the mat. Coming back up. Let's change over, so the left ankle onto the right knee first for the first glute stretch. Pull that in towards you. Still abdominals are activated. Think about your posture on the mat, and let's circle those ankles one way and then the other. Put your foot down on the mat. Let's push this top knee down and bring that in towards you. Put that foot down, arms out to the side, keep those shoulders on the mat, and let those knees fall to one side. Back up and over to the other side. Back up. Let's change over and put our right foot up, and that's your little Hemi stretch. So bring that right leg up towards the ceiling, bend the left knee, and let's point, flex, point, flex, and with each breath bring it a little bit closer. Lower back that down, that one down. Let's lift the other one up, point, flex, point, flex. Nice deep breaths. Bend those knees into the chest, and let's just roll like a ball. So let's roll up and down, rock and roll, and try and balance on those sit bones as you come up. Just turn those legs towards the front, one leg in front, one leg behind, into our Mermaid Strip. That's too much on your knees, you can always just straighten out one leg. Bring that same arm as the front leg up and over for a lovely little side stretch. Then bring that hand down and slide along the mat, and let's stretch over the other way. And back again. Put that hand behind you and lift your hips up and stretch back. Coming back down. Let's go back onto our feet. Bring your hands towards you, your fingers towards your bottom. Let's lift up inches to a reverse plank. This should feel quite nice. Stretching across your shoulders, your abdominals, back down. Lift back up. And back down. Once again, pushing through those heels, squeezing those glutes. Lower back down and then roll to the other side where you have the other knee in front and the other leg behind. Thinking about your posture. Same arm as the front leg comes up and over. Nice little side stretch. Slide that hand along the mat. Stretch over the other way. And back. And put that hand behind you. Lift your hips. Stretch that other hand back. Now I want you to come up onto your knee here. Stretch your other leg out, but put this time in line. So put your foot out to the side of the room and the knee tracking over those toes here. Your body forward here, your knee forward, and we're just going to stretch towards that knee. Nice little hip opener here. Still thinking ribs to hips, thinking about your posture. So try and remember about your posture a little bit more today, a little bit more the next day. So as you're walking towards your coffee, you never know, I might be around watching, not in barrel, but certainly around here. Then we're going to pivot on this back knee, lift up that back knee, and bring both arms inside that front leg. Scoop that belly. Both hands either side of that front knee, and let's bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Coming down onto that back knee, let's go now over to the other side. So the other foot now facing to the side of the room, as well as our knee, the other knee facing to the front. And then let's bend and lift. And then we're going to pivot on that back foot, so that foot comes around. Lift up that back leg and bring both arms inside that front leg. Both hands either side of that foot, and let's bend and straighten that front leg. Bring that other foot up towards and meet that other foot, head down, nice and heavy. Don't lock those knees. Feel that lovely stretch in the back of your legs. Nod your head a few times no. Swish those arms around those legs. Inhale, zip up, exhale, roll up. One vertebra at a time. Let's push our right hand down towards our knee and bring our left ear towards our shoulder. And then the left hand towards the knee, the right ear towards the shoulder. Coming back up, neutral. Let's turn our head to one side, and then the other. Inhale, a couple of nice deep breaths in, and then up on your toes if you can. Inhale down, exhale, inhale, exhale, and a few little twists from side to side. Enjoy the weather, everybody.